Early in the morning of February 26th, a peculiar power outage occurred just before the start of the school day. A select few staff were in the building before it was declared closed. The next day, I arrived to find that our class mascot, my pink My Little Pony, had been stolen from my desk, as well as my secret stash of candy. The class was thrown into disarray by the thief, who left all manner of clues, riddles, and puzzles behind to taunt me and my students. We wasted no time in gathering the evidence together for analysis. We discovered ransom notes, hair samples, and misplaced items. From there, we gathered a list of names of people who were in the building the day of the power outage. We studied their personalities and tried to guess the reason why anyone would lash out at Mr. Hopper, the nicest and most handsome male teacher in the building. In the middle of our investigation, another ransom note was found, demanding the last of Mr. Hopper's lollipop stash. We organized a drop-off, but the lollipops were gone before we could discover the identity of the thief. Then, when all hope was lost, our mastermind made a critical mistake. A select few staff were walking around the school facilities with lollipops in their mouths. The hunt was back on again. We finally determined our best course of action was to interrogate our key suspects.
Good morning, all. In late February, during a storm, the grade 5-6A class were victims to a horrible crime. Someone broke into the classroom and stole Mr. Hopper's class pet, our beloved PonyRyan, as well as a large stash of candy. The Rosenort School Police Department immediately got to work analyzing clues and investigating potential suspects.
Well, that's a good question. I like all candy. I love candy.
What's your favorite flavor?
Man, as long as the candy's free, it doesn't really matter to me.
Where'd you get the suckers that were in your mouth?
I don't remember having a sucker in my mouth.
Well, why would I steal anything?
Why wouldn't you? What would be the reason?
What would be the reason I would steal candy or your mascot?
Yes.
There would be no reason, and I'm not sure why you're asking me those things.
The handwritten J, or just part of the alphabet, including a J. T's, J's.
Handwriting?
Yep.
What is this, 1995?
You should be probably thinking about someone like your math teacher, maybe, who sits here all the time and knows where everything is.
To tell you the truth, Mr. Waldner did ask me to go to the junior computer lab and get some suckers. I didn't know why. I brought them to him, and he said that I could have a sucker as a reward for doing a good job.
Late yesterday morning, March 19th, after being presented with condemning evidence, our principal, Jerry Waldner, confessed to the crimes. His accomplice, Mr. Kennelson, has been acquitted due to pressuring into assisting the boss man. Mr. Waldner will now be subject to investigation by special counsel headed by Robert Mueller for potential obstruction of justice. He has declined to comment at this point. I guess you could say he's feeling a little hoarse.
Okay, thank you. You're still my favorite class.
Yeah.